Elio guys, and welcome back to another episode of Infinite Magicraid. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I personally cleared out the Hell stage for Chaos Town, stage 1010, even though I said stage twice in there. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So right before we begin, a quick kind of like note in terms of team composition. Right here, what I'm using isn't necessarily optimal, but it's what I have, and part of the charm of Infinite Magicraid is literally using what you have here. So I have my Yoko, there's my Sia, there's also Magus because I'm team Magus. Even though I have Liz and Maya, I'm just using Magus because why not? Also have Rosalia and Wim. Now a couple of units that you should have is obviously a healer at this point if you made it this far into the game, and Wim. I think Wim is pretty much a necessity at this point in time just because of the mobs doing so much damage, and I covered him a little bit more in my last video of giving you guys some tips of clearing out Chaos Town, hopefully up until this point. So if you've gotten stuck here, hopefully I can help you guys out. Rosalia is very good for like burst DPS, which you guys will see in the video here, but outside of that, there's honestly better choices. Once again, I stated before, you can have Holder, you can have Hardak. If you guys have other legendaries, because I do have like Oakman and stuff of that nature, and those guys are built up to kind of take the brute force of these units, feel free to use those. But let's go ahead and start this battle off here, because the less I talk and the more I show you, hopefully the sooner you guys can clear out things as well. Alright, so first stage, I had covered this before in the whole tips of getting through Chaos Town, and because there's no Moose here, we want to focus on Muto, because Muto, once again, isn't someone that you want to play around with just because I feel like he has a vendetta against my Magus. So we're going to go ahead and start off here with making sure that Wim acts first so he can get his shield off. As long as he gets a turn before anyone else on that side, you're good to go here. And then next up, I'm going to go a little bit risky and kind of boost up my Sia's damage before we go ahead and drop her Broken Snow ultimate off. And we're going to pray for the best here. But I'm going to go ahead and start killing him as soon as possible just because I want him out of the way. If you can kill him in the next turn, that's great. But in my opinion, once again, Mu is one of the units you want to kill as fast as possible, followed by Muto. If you want to worry about the Erics after that, you can do that, but I personally kind of go towards Lester because he also has defense down as part of his kit, and defense down, especially on someone as frail as my Sia or my Yoko, will basically spell death. Alright, so he's down, and honestly, if you've made it this far, I do find that this is a lot easier than dealing with the multiple Mutos and Moos, because Gustav, well, Gustav is here hanging out, but that's literally it. He doesn't feel like a threat at all. And I mean, you can use your ultimates whenever that you want, but do try and kind of like, what's the word? Taper them off or kind of stack them, so hopefully by the time that you get to the next turn, which luckily with Gustav's immortal mechanic too, we can kind of get, you know, if you need to heal up before you go to the next wave, heal up now. If you need to charge up your ultimate now. But yeah, he's going to do that. I mean, that's perfectly fine. He's going to die at some point in time. And then on this next wave, we have two Moose and a Muto. So put that shield up. We want consolidation up on the squad too to help mitigate damage. I'm going to try and hopefully kill one of these guys, but my Sia did not crit, so things could be a little bit sus right here. But okay, we got one down. If you can get one down, that's great. But if you guys can see right there, the whole eruption move where burn got put on everyone, there's also defense down. That is what will shred your DPS, which we don't want at all. I meant to heal. That is a oof. Okay. So once again, going for Mu. There we go. That's the issue with Muto. That is the exact issue. Let me see if this will work though. I mean, Rosalia down does mean I do lose out on some DPS here, but I'm hopefully confident that we can still pull this off. Okay, so he's down. Let's take him out too. So there's Gustav and Eric left, which isn't anything to really worry about. I'm not trying to freaking 3-star this stage. I'm just trying to help you guys get through it because I'll come back later. But once again, we'll start off with consolidation and also the shield. And then next up, we're going to switch it. And I meant to do the ultimate. I was clicking too fast. But, I mean, these guys are fairly harmless. Obviously, they do hit like a butt cheek on a stick. But if you can mitigate their damage and kind of get their damage low enough to where Immortal procs, and then just hopefully wait until that next turn to take them out, you're pretty much guaranteed to beat this because Timmy is nothing to worry about whatsoever. Alright, so he's down, and yeah, we're free to go. Put up the shield if you need to. I just have it up as, at this point in time in hell, is just like what my mind gravitates towards, and yeah, we're going to continue to womp on this dude. And like I said before, there's obviously better setups. I'm not saying that you need to use this setup or something similar to it, but it's what got me through, and I figured I would share with you guys my knowledge about this. And I have this nasty habit with Sia of not using her concentration increase all the time, but regardless if you use it or not, you're kind of missing out on damage because she still acts. Obviously her damage is slightly less than her basic attack, but even if you do the basic attack for the next turn, you're still going to out damage yourself due to the concentration increase buff. However, if you do stagger it like I've been doing here, we can save that for Broken Snow instead and kind of like maximize her potential damage. But yeah, he's about to go down, and that's going to be rest in peace to this stage. I am super glad that hell for the Chaos Town is over with. If this video helped you guys, feel free to say that it helped. Feel free to state what teams you guys are using, or if there's kind of another boss video specifically that you guys want done, and hopefully I can try my best to emulate that. Obviously with my units being maybe higher than yours, I would naturally have an easier time, but I'm down for maybe taking out a unit and kind of putting in something slightly weaker, maybe like an A2 or A1 to kind of emulate what it would be like in that environment. But I definitely hope the video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.